You wake up. Same thoughts. Same doubts. Same fear sitting on your chest like a weight you can't lift. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a voice whispers, I don't know if I can do this. Most people listen to that voice. They let it decide. They let it control. They let it win. But not you. Not anymore. Because today, you're going to learn something they'll never understand. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Brick by brick. Thought by thought. Battle by battle. And the war, it starts in your head. Life doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't ask if you're strong enough. It just comes. Hard. Fast. Relentless. And when it hits, most people fold. They crumble under pressure. They break under stress. They quit when it gets uncomfortable. Why? Because they never trained their mind. They built their body. They built their career. They built their image. But their mind, weak, soft, fragile. And when the storm comes, a weak mind drowns. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. But here's the problem. Most people don't realize it. They give their power away. To circumstances. To people. To fear. They let the outside world control the inside. And when you do that, you lose before the fight even starts. Mental toughness is taking that power back. It's looking at the chaos around you and saying, you don't get to decide how I feel. You don't get to decide how I react. You don't get to break me. Not today. Not ever. Smash subscribe. Refuse weakness. Embrace strength. Let me tell you what mental toughness isn't. It's not being emotionless. It's not pretending you don't feel pain. It's not acting like nothing bothers you. That's not toughness. That's denial. Real mental toughness. It's feeling the fear and moving anyway. It's feeling the doubt and pushing forward. It's feeling the pain and refusing to quit. While they run from discomfort, you run toward it. While they avoid hard conversations, you have them. While they choose the easy path, you choose the right one. Because you understand something they don't. Comfort is the enemy of growth. And every time you choose comfort over challenge, you weaken your mind. David Goggins said, suffering is a test. That's all it is. Suffering is the true test of life. And life is testing you every single day. When you don't want to get out of bed. When you don't want to do the work. When you don't want to face the problem. That's the test. And most people fail it. They hit snooze. They procrastinate. They avoid. And every time they do, their mind gets weaker. But you pass the test. You get up. You do the work. You face it. And every time you do, your mind gets stronger. That's how you build mental toughness. Not in the big moments. In the small ones. The ones nobody sees. The ones that don't matter to anyone but you. Because mental toughness isn't built in comfort. It's built in the grind. In the struggle. In the moments where every fiber of your being says quit. And you say no. Here's what they don't tell you about mental toughness. It's lonely. Because while everyone else is taking the easy road, you're walking alone. While they are sleeping in, you're awake. While they are celebrating average, you're chasing greatness. And people won't understand. They'll call you obsessed. They'll say you're doing too much. They'll tell you to relax, to slow down, to be realistic. But you can't listen to them. Because they're not built like you. They don't want what you want. They don't see what you see. Muhammad Ali said, I hated every minute of training. But I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. He hated it. The greatest of all time. Hated training. But he did it anyway. Because he knew the truth. Temporary suffering creates permanent strength. And that's the choice you have to make every single day. Suffer now, or regret later. Struggle now, or settle later. Push now, or break later. Most people choose comfort. And then they wonder why their life feels empty. Why their dreams feel distant. Why they feel weak. You're not most people. Let's talk about pressure. Because that's where mental toughness is truly tested. When everything is on the line. When the weight is crushing. When the stakes are high. Most people crack under pressure. They freeze. They panic. They let the moment overwhelm them. Why? Because they've never been there before. They've avoided pressure their whole life. They've played it safe. Stayed in their comfort zone. And now, when it matters most, They don't have the mental strength to handle it. But you've been training for this. Every hard morning, every difficult decision, every moment you chose the hard path over the easy one. That was preparation. Kobe Bryant said, "Everything negative, pressure, challenges, is all an opportunity for me to rise." Pressure doesn't break you. It reveals you. It shows who you really are when the mask comes off, when there's nowhere to hide, when it's just you and the moment. And in that moment, you either rise or you fold. You either prove you're mentally tough, or you prove you're not. The choice is yours. But understand this. Mental toughness isn't given. It's earned. Through repetition. Through resistance. Through refusing to quit when everything in you wants to. Here's the reality. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. There's no in between. When your mind is weak, everything is hard. Simple tasks feel overwhelming. Small problems feel massive. Minor setbacks feel like the end of the world. But when your mind is strong, everything changes. Hard things become manageable. Problems become puzzles. Setbacks become setups for comebacks. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." And that's mental toughness. The courage to continue. When you're tired. When you're beaten down. When you've failed more times than you can count. The courage to get back up and try again. Because failure doesn't break the mentally tough. It sharpens them. Every loss is a lesson. Every setback is a setup. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove they are unbreakable. You want to mental toughness. It's simple. Control what you can control. Let go of what you can't. You can't control the economy. You can't control other people. You can't control the past. But you can control your effort, your attitude, your response. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And that's where most people lose. They spend all their energy on things they can't control. They complain about the weather, about the government, about their circumstances. And while they are busy complaining, you're busy building. Because you understand that your power lies in your response, not in your circumstances. Bad things will happen to you. People will betray you. Plans will fall apart. Dreams will get delayed. That's life. But what separates the mentally tough from the mentally weak is this. The mentally weak let circumstances control them. The mentally tough control their response to circumstances. Let me tell you what happens when you build real mental toughness. You stop being a victim. You stop making excuses. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You start taking responsibility for your life, for your choices, for your results. And when you take responsibility, everything changes. Because you're no longer at the mercy of external forces. You're no longer hoping things get better. You're making them better. Jocko Willink said, "Discipline equals freedom." And that's the paradox of mental toughness. The more you discipline your mind, the more freedom you have. Freedom from fear. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from the opinions of others. Because when your mind is disciplined, you don't need external validation. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everything to go right. You just need you. And that's enough. So here's what you do starting today. You train your mind like you train your body. Every single day. No excuses. No days off. When the alarm goes off, you get up. When the work is hard, you push through. When the voice says quit, you keep going. Because every time you do, you're building mental toughness. One rep at a time. Miyamoto Musashi said, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything you need is already inside you. The strength, the courage, the resilience. It's there. Buried under the excuses. Buried under the fear. But it's there. And the only way to access it is to push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. To go further than you've gone before. To do more than you think you can do. That's where mental toughness lies. In the space between I can't and I did. One day, you'll face something that breaks other people. A loss. A failure. A betrayal. A tragedy. Something that would send most people spiraling. And in that moment, you'll realize something. You're not like them. You're not breakable. You're not fragile. You're not weak. Because you've been preparing for this moment your whole life. Every hard day. Every tough choice. Every time you pushed when you wanted to quit, that was training. And now, when it matters most, you're ready. Theodore Roosevelt said, "Believe you can and you're halfway there." But mental toughness goes beyond belief. It's knowing that no matter what happens, you'll find a way. Knowing that no matter how hard it gets, you won't quit. Knowing that you're built different. And when you know that, truly know that, nothing can stop you. So stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for permission. Start now. Today. This moment. Train your mind. Discipline your thoughts. Control your responses. Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." So dare to be mentally tough in a world full of mentally weak people. Dare to push when everyone else quits. Dare to stand when everyone else falls. Because mental toughness isn't about being the best. It's about being unbreakable, unmovable, unstoppable. The fire that would melt others, it forges you. The pressure that would crush others, it sharpens you. The pain that would break others, it strengthens you. You're not like them. You never were, and you never will be. So stand up. Face it. Own it. Warriors aren't born. They are made. In the mind, in the struggle, in the refusal to break. Stay unbroken.